Yes, watch. Right there. You see that right there? Get up there and hit and click it. And it enlarges your dumb screen for you because you're so blind. Bye. Go over there. Go over there. Oh, what am I doing? I'm still trying to listen to the end of Stack and Surfer, and he's rather loud. And that's it. That's what's going on. What? Hey, everybody. We're live. I've been chatting on this and watching that so I could see if we'd win that chance to. We get a box, and then tomorrow night we pick a box, right? You win a, you buy a box, get a box. Yep, sure you would. There you go. Enough of that.
I don't know what the hell happened to this.
That's what happened to it. Uh, you always hit the wrong things. Oh, God.
Okay.
Just let me set this out of your way, and then I can move this over here and do it all for you.
No.
Well, wow. Like I said, sorry it happened. I wasn't in charge. Updated their strings. Then happens like the tag word did not show up. Hey, Passion.
Amy's really in a bad mood.
I see. We are live over here, by the way, Nancy, in case you didn't know. How's it going there, Jessica? I don't know what happened. I really don't. There was a vertical and there was a horizontal, and I was on the horizontal. Some people, I think you were on the vertical one, and that's where they were having the problem was in the vertical.
Hey, Raspberry.
And Raspberry, hey, you were in the vertical too, weren't you? I went over to the vertical to chat with people that were on that one, but I was on the horizontal, so I was jumping back and forth.
Raspberry said she didn't stick around.
Oh, right. Hey there.
Hey, Humble. Hey, Passion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know. I don't even understand why they were running both.
Hey, Frosty.
Exactly. That's what they were saying. There might be a problem with that, and I heard them say that everybody. All right, humble. Everybody needs to go over to the horizontal. I remember him saying that. Also said go over to the come over to the horizontal, and put your hashtag there because yeah, they were aware of it and they did mention that. I forgot about that, Frostbite. Hey, Mandy. Nancy's here. She's just not getting.
Hey, Mandy. Hey, Frostbite.
Isn't that strange? Oh, okay. He's trying to get more numbers in the whole. Oh, I see. Yeah, wasn't on there either, huh? It is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nope, that's all I was doing too. Yeah, I understand.
Hey, bait the hook.
Hey, bait your hook.
Hey, humble.
Oh, you talking about you were carrying both of them? Yeah, it is a pain in the neck frostbite. You go to one and it's the one with hardly anybody. One of them will have only a few people in it. The other one will have lots of people, and you want to be where lots of people are. So you go switch over to where the lots of people are, so that you can chat with them, right?
It gave me a headache.
1934, 20. Wow, yeah, that is absolutely. Yeah, and they're trying to do something, and and it's very difficult when you're the one you're the channel owner and trying to manage it. Raspberry, did you get those two short videos I sent you late last night? Those were two short videos that we did here uh, at our house of our some of our pretty flowers with a beautiful song in them. I notice whenever I do short videos that I don't have a lot of my subscribers see, for some reason they don't see them, or oh, okay, well, you're welcome.
Amy, don't be mad at them, honey. You got to just
let,
figure that they're not doing well.
let it go. They're trying to do their very best, and when they mess up they just mess up. I do on occasion. I have some MS65 Morgans for sale. They don't have a comment bar because they changed the setup. Oh my goodness.
Bait the hook on lemons.
Well, Amy, that I can talk with OC and them about what happened last night. I'm not saying it's going to make it better for the night, what happened tonight, but perhaps if it helps them to make changes, we all try to do things. We all try to do new things, and can have issues when we're working on doing that. Alrighty then. Right. Right. Yeah, they're telling me to take a screenshot of my laptop, and I'm going, what? I don't even know where to take a screenshot, and why do I want to take a screenshot? Just add something else to it, right? All the amazing connections that come on. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, alrighty. Christmas night. Okay. Hmm.
Hey,
Hey,
Linda.
Linda.
Amy, we love you, honey.
Who?
Amy.
Oh.
Love you too, Linda.
So what's on the agenda tonight? I don't know. We're just having just a little time after that to chit chatting around, and I wished I'd known that you had some free time. I'd have been over there on Yardstream. I'd love one night for us to be able to get together and explain the difference between uh, a man. Let me go find something to just put it very clearly. Well, my boxes don't fall over first, right?
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta get
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nancy.
that box.
That's
in
right.
time.
Huh? I don't have enough room in here. Enough stacking room in here, Nancy. It's a pain in the behind. And so therefore, when I'm trying to do something, it's very unsuccessful. All right.
No, he's
Here-
not being cheeky, honey. He's just trying to explain something.
Yeah. I'm always being cheeky. What are you talking about? I'm cheeky. That's my All right. What we see here is a 1881 S CAC MS65 Plus, and it has that CAC sticker there, as you can see. This coin right here is 1879 S MS65, and it is graded by PCGS. Excuse me, NGC. And as you can see, it has a CAC sticker. So,
The good ones.
oh, I'd have to look it up. But I believe that this one is I believe this one is worth around 3. Okay. So, yeah. Here's what we're talking about. There are people that are saying that this is a cat green bean CAC sticker, and that tells you that it is a really good grade, a really good coin, very pretty coin. Da 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 da. Right. And this one here is is graded and owned and graded. I don't know how to explain it. This was put out by CAC. They put it in their own slab and gave it that grade and gave it their own CAC sticker. It's not on the outside; it's on the inside. Well, there are a few people out there that want to say that that this isn't the same as that because it's not got a CAC. Well, it's got a CAC sticker just because it's on the inside. And so one night I'm going to have Frostbite come over here and explain why the CAC sticker is a CAC sticker. Yes. Okay, I see that, but explain.
But cat means the same, Frostbite said.
Yeah. Yep, both have a CAC sticker. Now, what happened? What happened? Why is there this one in a CAC graded slab, and why is this one in a NGC slab? Well, what happened was that CAC the CAC grading company went their own way. Yeah, I think so because this is it's a lot more. Yeah, it is. It's going to take a long conversation that is probably going to have to be on here. You can call me and put me on the speaker. Oh, okay.
You Amy?
No, frostbite.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how well we do with this. I'm working on calling you right now, frostbite.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey. So to help everybody out to understand, probably even me, let's I understand that my understanding is that they used to be part of, I think it was NGC, but it could have been PCGS. Not positive, sure. And they graded and they started their own company and began grading other coins, other companies' coins for them with that green sticker or gold sticker. I don't know about any others.
So put the two slabs on the table.
Yep.
Now, first off, can the people in chat hear me?
I don't know. Can you hear them? Can you people in the chat hear Frostbite?
Because if they can hear me, okay, they can hear me outstanding. Okay, this is going to work. Perfect. Okay, so put the two slabs side by side on the table, just on top of whatever you have there. It's fine.
Yep.
We need them to stay still because if you hold them and move them back around, the story gets confusing.
Okay.
So just set them on the table in front of you so that we can
They're there.
see the two slabs. Okay. Let me get back and turn this on. Okay. So what we've got is the one on the left comes from NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee. Now, CAC was its own company that was independent of CAC and PCGS, ANAX, IGC, all of those. They were completely and utterly separate. And what CAC would do is NGC says, this comes out as an MS-65. And CAC, which is an external company to that, says, maybe not. So NGC sends this to CAC, or the person sends it to CAC, however that got there. And then CAC would look at the coin, and if it agreed, it would give it the green bean. If it didn't agree, they would send it back without the sticker. Now, if it came back higher, there were different levels of sticker. So the sticker style would change. That's where you have the gold and some of the other ones. Now, CAC is not the only company that will sticker a coin. Your really, really high-end coins are going to have additional authenticity stickers that are on the slab. Okay, so CAC is not the only one. Now, look at the slab on the right. The right coin is slabbed by CAC. It's not a CAC sticker. It's their logo printed on the label. Okay. So the one on the right is actually CAC. They graded it. They don't have to certify it. It's not going to have a sticker. They don't reverse certify, so they're not sending it to NGC, so NGC can stick a sticker on there. That would be dumb. But it's there. It's CAC. They recognize it as CAC. It's over. But that green bean just says that CAC, the company, looked at this coin and guarantees that it is MS65 following the numismatic requirement that is the grading curve when you look at that grading scale. And that's what that sticker means. So that's why they're different. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's where you get into, is the CAC slab the same? Does it go for the same amount of money? Sometimes no. If it's in a CAC slab, then it's just CAC grading their own item. If it had an additional sticker because it's a high quality, high class coin, then it will have additional certification stickers on it. It raises the classification. But just like the NGC coin with the CAC sticker, the same thing would happen if it had the additional ones as well. So the one on the left, if you are an NGC slab collector, is worth more to you than the one on the right, because it's your grading company that has the CAC sticker. So therefore, some people, not everybody, you and I talked about this the other day, some people will pay up for the green bean. Other people, like me, I don't care. Have green bean or not, if you want to charge me more, I'll go get the other coin. That sticker doesn't mean anything to me. But if you're doing a registry, if you're doing something like that, there are people that require these because they meet certain criteria. They're the best of the best. They've had the best companies look at it. So it becomes symbol status tracking, all that kind of stuff. But are they the same? No, but yes. So hopefully that cleared that up.
Yeah. Now here's my own opinion is that I will go with a graded coin by CAC than I will with an NGC with a CAC sticker on it. And my feelings has always been that CAC became that company because they had the best graders that were actually more accurate with their grades on their coins, where NGC may have gotten better, but many of their older coins may not have been as close to what the standards were. Not saying always, but at that, and there are many of the older coins that this is what I've heard that seem to carry a better premium simply because they felt like the coin may have been the coin itself had a much better grade than what it was actually given.
And in that case, the person has to make the determination of what is the person that I'm looking for to buy this coin going to be looking for.
Yeah.
That's a very complex statement, but I'll explain why it's so important. If you are somebody who has a coin that has the gold sticker, and then let's say that you have that authentication company doing your review, and they stick their sticker on it. I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of it is. I'll have to see if I can find it. There are people out there that want that gold sticker. If you make that an MS66 because you send it into CAC and CAC grades out of 66, you've lost the collectability of the gold stickered NGC or PCGS slab.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So numismatics is a very personal thing. And you can like something and think it's cool. And it doesn't mean that it's more valuable. It doesn't mean that it's more collectible. On the other hand, there are people who can't stand certain things about a coin, but that's absolutely what makes that coin collectible. And so to each their own. And you're going to have people that will argue, even amongst the people that I have on my panel, you're going to have discussions about, well, I don't agree with the way that that's said. I don't agree with the way that that's written. I don't agree that that's what that is on that coin. I don't agree that that's what that looks like. If you look at this example, the die markers are the same. You're going to get arguments in all aspects of this. The important thing is to not get into arguments with people. The important thing is to identify what you like and learn everything you can about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do that in this hobby, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
If you start arguing and trying to tell people why they're wrong, and then you get into something that just, it's not conducive to good environment. So find what you like, learn everything you can about it, and then do what I do. Share it with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's all my channel's for. I do research, I figure something out, I think it's cool, I make a video on it. I come in here, you guys say, hey, do another train robbery. Okay, I'll be back in a couple weeks. Write the story, do the research, and bam. So that's, if you do that, if that's what you enjoy about the hobby, find out what it is that you enjoy. Learn it, research it, figure it out, learn how to tell the good news from the bad news, and then just enjoy what you do. You'll never go wrong in the hobby if you do that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are coins that I love that have just the most unusual toning, and I looked at one day at the coin shop, and when I was walking up to it, it looked ugly. It looked like a big old black spot. But when I got up to it where the light was hitting it, oh man, I fell in love with that coin. And there's other toning that I don't really care for. So for each person, there's a different thing they like about a coin that appeals to them.
Yeah, and again, when you talk about, so look at the coins that you have up there. Okay, you have two coins that are pretty much on the far ends, the 1880 and 1887 Morgans. They're pretty much blast white. They're nice, they're shiny, they're bright. But if you look at the one in the CAC, it's got a little bit of the toning starting on the lower side.
Mm-hmm.
That, in many people's opinion, is what a coin looks like. The really white, bright, blast white. A lot of these people, I mean, I don't know about you, but I wasn't around in 1887. I don't know that that's shiny, absolute stark white is how every coin came across.
Right. Right.
20 years ago, everybody was dipping their coins to get that look.
Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, dipped.
Right? So that's Invisible says the same thing. Dipped.
Yeah, dipped.
Yeah. And so why is that? Well, so is this a result of chemicals? Well, no, because we've seen bags where they come out and they are brilliant, dimple, So yes, we know that those coins were made that way. And a lot of people are like, well, that's what a coin should look like. And then there's others who look at the two coins that are in front of us They're not absolutely blast white. They look more like coins. And to other people, they look at it and go, those are just, God, they're sharp. And the other ones are like, yeah, they look artificial. They look fake. There are some people that, look at what you just put there and go, yuck.
Yeah, that's the coin I was talking about. When I first saw it, I said, "Oh, yuck!" Until I got it up and started looking at it with the light. Woo!
Oh, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden the oranges and the blues and the purples and all that other kind
yeah,
of stuff starts to show through. Right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you understand the natural aspect of toning, then that might be good. Here's the thing: if you dip that coin wrong, you'll kill that coin because that uh, oxidation that's there, that toning that's there, you can actually like ruin the coin. So you have to be very careful. And there's a lot of people, I'm sure Bait the Hook had seen people do this, where they dip a coin and then they totally ruin the coin. And if they would have just left it alone, lots of people would have bought it the way it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael would
yeah.
have a fit if I tried to do anything with that.
I don't doubt that, Nancy.
Yeah.
But again, in this hobby, find what you like. Honestly, find what you like. And if you like a toned coin, then buy the toned coin. I love Matt and Mike when they talk about their shows. He was talking about a halftime. He didn't have it very long. He turned around and had to flip it. But he's like, I had to buy the coin. It spoke to me. That's what this hobby should be. If something really reaches out, you understand what the coin is, you understand the significance of that coin, or you collect that particular item, maybe it's a key date, whatever it might be. When that coin appears, you don't have to go, well, what do I know about it? You know it. You know whether it's good. You know whether it's not. It just becomes opportunity at that point. And so just have fun with it. If you like toned coins, fine. Don't send them in to get graded. A lot of them will get body bagged. People do the artificial stuff. I see Bait the Hook just commented on that as well. We know people use different kinds of things on the coins to artificially tone them. Just like we know people dip coins to artificially lighten them. You got to buy what you like, and that's the bottom line. Know what's considered damaging a coin. If somebody's dumped a bunch of chemicals on there to turn it bright orange and purple and green, that is not natural toning. That is chemical. That they are ruining the surface of the coin. Be careful.
Yeah.
But buy what you like, and understand. Just because you think something is cool and valuable does not mean that is what you will realize when you sell it.
Yeah.
That's Frostbite. That's why Michael and I get along so well. I just let him buy what he wants.
And then you take it from him.
Right. And then I tell everybody it's mine.
Yeah. This little beauty came from as a gift to Nancy from Amy. It's a beautiful Morgan.
Yes, it is.
Never been touched. Just beautiful. You can see a little issue here and there, a little bag mark. Not too much. I would be scared to try to grade it, except that I believe that it's gem, BU gem. I believe, but it sure does. It's got a little toning on the back around the rim.
That's probably 63, 64.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good coin.
Beautiful coin.
Beautiful gift.
Yes, absolutely. Those kind of gifts are from the heart, right?
I just opened some Christmas gifts from members of the community live not too long ago. And Keith and Rose sent me, because I was military. I was in the Navy. I love military memorabilia. And he sent me basically military a Navy memorabilia Christmas gift, and it had a nice big brass Sixth Fleet medal. Came with another coin and then a bear, and this bear was a Navy bear. It had the old blues out thing on, and it was made out of like the old rope. And phenomenally cool gift. But again, yeah, to give gifts of silver coins, stuff like that, it's amazing how it uplifts the spirit. Today was a decent day, but after opening those and seeing the kindness in the community, it's just like, man, there's some amazing people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have a lot of people on our live stream that are phenomenal too.
Yeah.
That is a fact, and I tell people, and I do it jokingly because anybody who has a really good community tells their folks that I have the best subscribers. The only difference is mine actually know it.
Did you see that comment? Jonathan says, did you keep all your challenge coins in the Navy at Frostbite?
So, Jonathan, while I was in the service, I never actually got a challenge coin. I got letters of recommendation, letters of commendation. I got promotion. I made rank, but I never got a challenge coin. I got a challenge coin when I was, ironically, working in the medical field with the United States Air Force. And as I was walking through San Antonio Military Medical Center, I heard this Navy captain, explanative, Lathan system, explanative.
Yeah.
And I walked over and I went, "Hey, sir, how you doing?" He's like, "This stinking program." He's like, I gotta get out of here. He says, "Can you wait for a few minutes while I come back? I'm going to grab coffee." And I said, "Sure, you want me to fix that for you?" And he chuckled. He laughed. He says, "I'm going to go buy you a coffee. If you can fix that for me, you can choose any coin on that wall that you want." I work with the program. He went and grabbed a coffee. 20 minutes later, by the time he came back, I had what he needed done. And he told me to pick one. And out of all the coins that were up there, I grabbed this one that I really, really liked. And it just so happened to be the very first challenge coin he designed when he was a captain.
Oh.
And he was a captain on board a sister ship of mine. And so, ironic as it was, it couldn't have been any more historically significant that I would grab that one piece. But I was working for the Air Force when I first got my Navy challenge coin. So I only have a few. I received a lot while working with the Army and the Air Force medical groups, primarily Air Force, and I have all of them.
Wow.
So yeah, they mean a lot to me. They are very significant to me.
Huh. That's a good story. What did the captain say when you grabbed the very first one that he designed? Did he say anything?
He smiled.
Ah.
He smiled, and he was like, "That's a good choice." And I was like, "Well, I could put it back." And he's like, "No, I don't know if you really understand the significance of that." He's like, "Did you ever serve in the Navy?" And I said, I was on the USS Cushing. But I spent time on the Cowpens, the Chosin, the Arleigh Burke, a tender carrier, Kilo flat top. We did banded weapons. And he started laughing. He says, "Well, your sister ship," and then he handed me the thing. He says, "I was the captain many years ago, and this was the first challenge coin I ever produced. It's my personal challenge coin, and it's number one. And I think that it's fitting that you would choose that one up there, being that this is your first naval challenge coin." And I was beside myself because I was like, I had no idea. He was being courteous and nice. But it couldn't. There's nothing on that wall. And him and I talked maybe a half a dozen times afterwards in his office, and he talked about the stories of all these challenge coins. You guys know me. I'm a story fiend.
Mhm.
I can sit and listen to people talk stories, and I can tell stories. And this is how we learn who people are.
Yeah. Amy
Right?
says,
That's
I have 2 challenge coins for Valor Games 2017 and 2016, I think. I'm not exactly sure what that is. You got it, but it sounds interesting. Was that from the military or?
I don't know. I don't know if Valor Games is an Army or Marine thing.
Uh-huh.
It could be external. Challenge coins don't always necessarily mean they're military.
Ah,
Um,
yeah. She was in the Air Force.
oh, then it must have been maybe it's the cross rate games. For the joint service type stuff. I'm not sure. I've never heard of the Valor Games.
Yeah. Wow.
But again, I worked medical. If that was line side Air Force, I wasn't with that side. So yeah, and I've got my service medals and ribbons and my awards for working with the services over the years. But I keep all that stuff. That's all extremely important.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you, I told you before, Frosty, but I'm a Navy brat myself.
I just heard brat. What was it before that?
Navy brat?
She didn't even laugh, Michael. She totally missed that joke.
No, I heard it. I was holding back that though.
So I always, and again, anytime I hear of somebody who is either the child, the spouse, or a caretaker of a vet, I always hold them in high regard because they had to do without. They learned how to manage. People learned how to do conflict. You learn a whole different skill set as a person when you're tied in one way or another. Normally, it's family. Sometimes you can do it with really good friends, but the esprit de corps that you have in the military, it carries down to families. It carries down to caretakers because it's something that when you start to understand, when people, they will literally do everything they can to support you, to protect you. They walk away from their families, their friends, their brothers, sisters, mothers, wives, newborn childs, pregnant wives, fathers and husbands battling disease. I mean, they do what they have to do when they have to do it. And I don't think there's any more selfless service that you can do.
Yeah.
Amen.
So
Amy,
it's, it's amazing.
Amy just said archery and swimming and stuff. Far West Valor Games, Coast Guard, Island, disabled category. Pretty cool.
Oh, very cool. Outstanding.
Pretty cool. Neil says combat field medical specialist wings. I got.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, again, when you're in challenge coins means something different. To be given a challenge coin, I remember the first one I got when I was working for the Air Force. Had a bunch of people telling us that there was something that couldn't be done. And I went to my commander and I said, I know I can do this. Can I just get your permission?
There's some little
to
tiny
give it a
boxes
go?
in there I want. Yeah.
Say again?
I was talking to Nancy, trying to be quiet while I was talking. Guess I wasn't.
No, it's okay. And the phone picks up stuff the microphone normally would.
Thank you.
But I was like, can you let me just try? Would you mind if I just try? And he's like, I will never fault anybody for giving it an honest go. Enjoy whatever resources you need to do it. And in about a week, I generated what they said we couldn't generate and had stuff auto-populating their website based off of stuff other people put in other places. I basically built a website that updated all the time, and we didn't do any of the work. It was amazing. And so when he called me into the room, and there were a whole bunch of senior leaders in there. And he's like, "Hey, come here." And he went to shake my hand, and I felt that cold metal in his hand. And I looked at him, and he was like, "This, if you work with me like this, if you can do this kind of stuff, we're gonna take this agency to a whole new level." And those coins always meant something. It wasn't just you just got a coin. When you were given a coin by a commander, or you had a first shirt, or you had your first sergeant, or you had your squadron commander, or maybe it's your chief of staff, or whatever it might be. When they handed you one of those, you did something good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a feeling tied to those, and a lot of people get challenge coins, and sometimes it's hard to relay that emotional attachment that some people have to their coins. In those conversations where I had with that Navy captain, there were conversations that both of us we would get choked up because of what happened through those stories and how they got those, and the people that sacrificed lives to give us the freedom that we so desire and so cherish. He had some amazing stories on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I know that you asked a question, just do I collect them? And we went really down a rabbit hole, but you can't ask a challenge coin question to a military member and not expect to evoke some sort of emotional response.
Right. Right.
You just can't. They mean a lot to us. So
Yeah.
It does. Not only my father was a soldier or a sailor, my mama's oldest brother was a sailor too. So
Then her dad ended up in the
Army National Guard.
Army National Guard.
NG baby. Yeah. Again, I was Navy, but I've worked for every agency. I've worked for every service. So it's fun. I enjoy supporting our men and women abroad. It's fun to do.
Wow.
Well, cool. Well, let's get back to coins. We went way off topic. Sorry. Y'all ever notice that happens with me?
I enjoyed the conversation also.
Yes, it happens.
Like, hold on. Let me go chase the dog. He was off wandering while I got into story time. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be telling a story. We're going to be doing West Point Mint. You guys want me to give you a teaser last time? You guys want me to give you a little teaser this time?
Sure you can. Please do. Please do.
Very cool.
You do, huh, Amy? Woo! Yep, I like them green beans.
All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
It says the wind howled off the Hudson River, rattling the window panes of the old stone house on the heights. Inside, the air smelled of cedar wood and pipe tobacco. Elias didn't want to turn on the lamps. He preferred to light the way through firelight, the spindles bouncing across the storybook. His son Julian sat stiffly in the wingback chair. 48 hours, he would be a second lieutenant. Those gold bars were waiting him, but not tonight. Tonight, his father's voice was the only and one authority that mattered. Elias said to Julian, "Listen to the river." His voice, like the dry leaves that skittered on pavement. People at West Point think it's just a school. They think it's just granite and sweat. But before it was a classroom, before it was, and he clenched his fist tight, he said it clenched the throat of the British Empire. Sit down, boy. I got a story to tell. So, that is the intro for tomorrow. If you find it interesting, come listen. Come talk about the West Point Mint. We'll talk about some fun facts. And
Ooh, yeah.
it should be fun.
All
And
righty.
then again, Sunday, we'll go over the coins.
I've got some fun things that I haven't had a chance, and probably won't do it tonight. But some wonderful gifts from Nikki Silverstacker.
Oh, very nice.
Little tags there, and some wristbands. Pretty cool. And I'll be giving these away soon with a one night. I don't know when yet, but I wanted him to know that and see that I'd gotten them. So, and everybody else will get a chance to win one. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them in there. So, anyways, that was a cool story. Y'all go check them out.
I only wanted to give you a taster. There's a lot of really cool things that I'm trying to do, and I'm going to bring in the other love of storytelling that I have and tie it to my creative writing. I like writing and creating pictures, so I think that people have liked that. When I do the train stories and the robbery stories here, it seems to captivate the audience. They enjoy that. So I'm going to try and do more of it. I think that there's a bunch of us. Some of us are older folks. Some of them are younger kids. But most of us just like to hear the good story. And then it makes us want to go look for the coin, learn about that coin. And then we have this connection to something. So you see it somewhere else and you're like, hey, did you ever hear the story about this? And what better conversations are had when a person looks at a coin and says, did you ever hear about? So fun stuff.
Yeah. Scrap Metal has something in here I thought might interest you. Just something he said he found, and he says, I have a 1946 P nickel, Philadelphia nickel with a reverse light rotation, and can't find anything on it. It's circulated.
Scrap Metal, if you will email me, and I can't show it, obviously, because I'm just on the telephone and I don't have a camera. I have these little things that 75 in pennies sent me just for this reason. One thing that's important to know is the degree of rotation. So this is actually a sticker that you put on a flip or a coin holder. You staple your coin in and you turn it, and it will tell you what your degree of rotation is. The degree of rotation is important because the higher degree of rotation, especially past like 10%, the more you get, more money you can potentially get for that coin, the more interest there is in it. So I'll send you one. So email me. It's frostbitecoins@gmail.com. Email me. Give me your address, and I will send you just a couple of these and a card, just a normal stamp, no big deal. And you can put them on. Let me know what the degree of rotation is. If it's above 10, 15%, then you got something cool. If it's 1 or 2%, it's within tolerance, and it's just a cool nicety, so to speak. So I'll send you that. You can have a couple of these, put them on coins you think are rotated, and then you're set. Now, one thing you can do, if anybody has these, if you want some, reach out to me, let me know. We'll see what I can do about getting you some. You can put these on a empty plastic flip like the Buffalo's in, and then you can just open that piece, put the coin in and set it down, and then you can have a way to turn it back and forth. Take the coin out, just leave the piece there. So that piece is always for looking at the rotation of the coin. So that's another way to do it if you only have 1 or 2 stickers.
Cool.
So if you guys want some, let me know. try to coordinate some way to get you some Michael and Nancy, and then you can distribute them.
Sure, that'd be wonderful.
Because you're always giving dimes and stuff away, so you can throw one in with those.
Yeah, if they want one, I'll make sure they get one.
Cool.
Thank
and then
you.
again, you guys can always come to me as well. But
Yep. Either way.
the definition of a challenge coin,
Yeah. You were reading that too, huh?
Yep.
Exceptional performance or given to mark milestones.
Yeah, and again, that can mean different things depending upon who you have as a leader. If you have a leader that doesn't believe in recognition, you probably won't get one. If you end up with a coin from that leader, you've done something remarkable. So
Yeah.
different coins mean totally different things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, thank you for coming on and helping us to have an understanding of about the CAC grades and the different things. I found it very interesting that they felt that they could bring answers to the grading, and from what I understand, there was a lot of issues with grades years ago. Matter of fact, I've got a coin, and I bought it from my coin dealer that passed away, and he took and he was telling me about the grade. You know, the was it ICG? I think I can't grade. Yeah, ICG. And I said, well, who is that? Who is this company? He says, I call it ICG. I call it I can't grade. So he says, and I'm going to give this to you, but I'm going to give it to you at a much lower grade on the coin because of that grading company.
So there are benefits to certain companies. So ICG will actually slab and document a counterfeit coin. They're the only one that will do that. Jack Young, Jack Riley have utilized them for that particular purpose. In fact, Jack has been on the channel talking about ICG. Is it ICG or IGC? I can't remember which one it is. Talking about how they will slab, and then they can actually slab it, and then they'll slab it as counterfeit, so he can actually use it to teach.
Oh,
Put it in his holder. People can actually handle the coin, look at it.
yeah.
But they'll actually slab it as counterfeit. It's a bright yellow strip. It's if anybody's interested in seeing one, come on Sunday. Ask us to show the counterfeit ICG slab. I can pull up a picture from Jack and show you.
Cool.
So there are advantages and disadvantages with certain grading companies. For instance, ANAX. ANAX will attribute pretty much any variety, whereas NGC and PCGS will only attribute like the top 100 or the top 50 fans.
Yeah.
Only things that show up in that in the book, right? If it's in the book, then we can do it. If it's not in the book, we're not going to do it. But some of the stuff in the book is just totally messed up. Yeah, Jackknife, I'm on speakerphone. So when you're looking at those elements, when you're looking at those items, it's important to understand what company does what. So if you have a counterfeit coin, you want to authenticate it, you want to slab it, that's the company that you'd have to send it to. All the others will send it back to you in a body bag.
Yeah.
So again, it depends on what your intent is, right? So what are you trying to get? There are some companies now. I want to go back to the green V thing and ask a question. Okay, and I want everybody to think about this. I'm not going to give you an answer. I want you to think about this. If you have a company like CAC and you have a company like PCGS, and all of a sudden they start having issues with grading, is it assumed that it's going to be NGC? Or could it have been the fact that CAC started grading on a more stringent scale?
Hmm.
So you've got to be very careful and ask the questions. Why was there an issue? Did CAC become more stringent? NGC or PCGS didn't agree? Or did the standards at the other place decrease and CAC notice that and say, sorry, you got to bring your standards up? So you have to understand the history of what's going on there. And you have to ask the right questions. Otherwise, you will have an idea of something that you are misinformed about. And at that point, it is misinformation, because if you don't know, but you talk like you do because you think you understand, that's where misunderstandings come into play.
Yeah.
So when there's an issue, well, all of a sudden this company fell off. What happened? Why did that company fell off? What were the standards at both companies at this time? And then you'll find out very quickly that there was probably a mix of both companies drifting in opposite directions because they didn't necessarily agree. How did it show up? Well, it showed up as the no grade CAC green bean, but that actually wasn't the problem at all. So be careful falling into those stories. A lot of people like them because they're conspiracy based, and God knows our hobby loves conspiracies. But be careful with those. Because the guy left GC, started PCGS. Well, yeah, so John Albanese is CAC, has started many other companies. He's been a force in this hobby forever. Did initiate and start CAC. Also had his hand in some other things. So yeah.
Like Witterbrick.
Pour 1, P1 is the lowest grade. P1. And ironically, the lowest grade raspberry is actually sought after. So a lot of people collect them, and some of them go for big money, believe it or not.
Yeah, depending on what it is, right? Because you can't afford it in any other grade.
Well, but the thing is that there are people who collect the finest and the lowest of the coin series. There are people who actually go out and look for poor ones and buy them just because they're in that grade. There are registries. I'll have to show you this one time. There are registries of poor 1. Like coin registries. Yeah. So remind me one time. That'll be a really fun episode, actually. Something a lot of your viewers just may not even know exists. I think that'll be fun. And that is the registries. If you've never looked at the registries.
Not sure what you're talking about.
That's why it would be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
The raspberry things would be interesting too.
Yeah.
So a registry, just so people know, is a list of coins, either at the best grades or at variable grades, that are part of the PCGS top 100, the top 10 rarest coins, the Complete Morgan VAM registry.
Oh my.
There's some wicked stuff out there. And you can find, so if you have an interest, a very, 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 very specific interest, you can find out those people that have those very specific registries. And those are the people you ask to send you great quality photos of the images because you're doing, like, let's say you're doing a research project.
Yeah.
They have those captive coins. So that's how a lot of this amazing information comes into being, because people go and they find out who has those coins and they go search them out.
Hmm.
They get the information, take images of the coins, and then, yeah, fun stuff. So if anybody's ever interested in that, let me know. That'd be that's a freaking rabbit hole, though. Hoo-wee.
Yeah.
That is a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Oh my.
How are you feeling, Nancy?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I've
Are you-
been sitting back here mostly listening.
Her knees are doing a lot better today. Had a friend come over yesterday and help me to get my air conditioner out of the window, and he prayed for her and told her, what was it? No more nagging knees,
Yeah, something like
something
that.
like that. And they quit hurting. Sure
You know what
did.
we need to get her?
But
We need to get her those little, those little knee things you put on your knees.
knee pads, yeah.
You need to get those that have little knocker symbols on them. And it's like, what's that? It's like, these are my knee knockers.
Right.
I've
I
got
know,
bone
terrible
spurs.
jokes, but- Say again?
I said I've got bone spurs on both my knees.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah. But it's just a good thing that I do a little bit of pain therapy.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. That
Yeah.
pain is
Yeah.
awful. So,
I help her out. I got a rubber mallet.
that is a raspberry.
Yeah.
Either that or Michael just pooped himself. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Now that was funny.
Oh, that was horrible. I'm sorry.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, you know what? Laughter amongst friends is the best way to be.
Yeah,
I've
it
got
is.
to cut this short. I've got to get to bed.
All right.
I've got to stream and I got to finish the production in the morning. So
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. One of these days you're gonna have an afternoon stream. I ain't worth a poop when it comes to early morning stuff. No.
maybe I'll talk with folks and do that like once a month. One time I'll start at like noon.
Just test it out and see how it works. Oh,
We'll try you a couple times with that. I'll see what I can do.
That's good because I'm not good late at night either. I want to be in my room late at night.
no, never have a copper hammer, and she's got a frying pan for things like that, and she's willing to use it. That's how I know my head still hurts from the last one.
Quit lying.
The problem is that her skillets are so heavy that she can't run with them. So therefore she can't chase me down.
So Nancy, my
Oh,
grandmother, she used to tell the granddaughters, marry a man with a skillet. And for a long time, the girls didn't know
just walk.
what it meant. They just had no idea what she meant by that phrase. And I was talking to her one time, and after breakfast, she would always take care, and
Mm-hmm.
you clean it out, then you oil it, and you put it on there, and take all the excess oil off and wipe everything down and store it.
Yeah.
If you have to clean it, then you have to go through all the seasoning and everything. And one day, sitting with my cousin, and my cousin, she's older than me by like 2 months. And she looks at me and she goes, "Do you know why Grandma always says that we were supposed to marry a man with a skillet?" I said, "Have you ever watched her with a skillet?" And so we sat there one morning. She did breakfast, bacon, eggs, biscuits, and gravy, the whole freaking kit caboodle. And I said, don't watch her. She's going to clean. So we sat there and we watched her. She cleaned and she did all that stuff. And I was like, any man who's dedicated enough to take time to do that with a pan, how do you think he's going to care for you? And I was like 13 years old. And my grandfather reached over, slapped me on the back, and he's like, my grandson's got it. He's got it. He knows it. He's got it down. And so I mean,
Your grandpa sounds like a hoot.
Oh, he was. Yeah. So it's again, skill. It's tell a lot about a person.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they are a pain in the butt. They are hard to work with.
Yep. They're heavy.
I
Nancy.
got 5 of
It took
them.
Nancy 50 years to figure out how to do it right. I'll tell you what. If it however long, I mean, to get it just perfect, there's no playing around with them things.
No, and if you cook the wrong meal, and for some reason you get busy with family, all of a sudden you leave that stuff in there. You have to completely start over because now you have seasoned a pan with something you don't want to season with.
Right.
Yep.
And now you got to scrub that thing and get the steel wool out and shine that bugger up and get that stuff on there and burn a couple dishes. And oh yeah, it's a royal pain. Anybody who's never had to re-season a cast iron pan, good luck.
It ain't easy. And there's a lot of people out there got their different opinions of how to season one that will just totally mess you up, or catch your house on fire.
Yeah. So, folks, don't burn grease in your pan in your kitchen.
Right.
If you're going to do anything with that, you're going to season it like that. Do it on a grill 50 yards away from anything that burns.
Yep.
We went to a flea market down south one
Oh
time,
my God.
and we bought this. It's the one you can cook on outside,
It's a pot with a handle on it. Big pot.
and
Yeah,
it cost us good money that we really didn't have, but we wanted one real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even think about it. Might not be seasoned right.
It looks seasoned.
Yeah, yeah. And I put a pot of beans on that thing. And I started cooking. Well, I lifted the lid and all I saw was black, oily junk all over the top of those beans. They had oiled it with old oil.
Burnt, yeah, old oil. Old motor oil.
And I never so mad in my life. I could have found that man. I'd have probably
Binged his
put a
head
hole in his head.
with the
Oh,
with the
it's,
fan.
you have to do the right stuff, and you can't rush seasoning a pan. And there's a lot of cheap ways and quick ways to do it, but man,
Yep.
you're asking for trouble. And I noticed that they were talking about Craig's talking about a wok. I have a wok that I've had for 35 years, and my wife's like, "Clean it." I'm like, "No." This is exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's seasoned right.
Mm-hmm.
I can cook plain noodles in there, and the noodles will taste good when they're done.
There you go.
You have to learn how to properly season a pan. And if you guys can't tell, I love to cook as well. It's woks and cast iron. If you meet somebody who knows how to take care of one of those, this is a person who's dedicated.
Yeah.
I'm so dedicated to cast iron that I have just one skillet that is nothing but my cornbread. I don't use it for nothing else.
Now, so my granddad had one that he would use bacon. He
Mm-hmm.
would use for gravy. He would use for sausage, eggs, anything breakfasty. But then he had one that was for big cured bacon and cornbread. Those are the only two things that got cooked on that one pan.
Yep.
They were the big ham steaks and cornbread.
Mm.
And that cornbread always had a kind of a honey glazed taste to it because of the type of ham that he would put on it.
Yeah.
It was always phenomenal. And years after my granddad's cooking or passing, we would cook in that thing, and we would continue that. It wasn't until my grandmother's trailer caught on fire, she lost all of that stuff. The fire burned so hot it melted the cast iron.
Oh, Lord.
And so we went back through, tried to recover it. Total loss of everything. But that coin, that pan was, it was like his special, his baby. It was cool.
Raspberry says, I want to come to America just to try all the foods.
And
Oh,
we want
there
to go
is.
overseas to get real food.
Yeah. And every nation has its own little specialty, you know? But you just.
Craig, biscuits and gravy on the skillet. Oh, heavens, yes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Take that bacon grease. You just finished cooking the bacon. Put that first little bit of the holy cow flour.
Yeah.
Put that on there. Turn it. Get that golden brown. Put just a little bit of heavy cream in there. Get that to where it's a little bit thick, almost starting to burn. Take the milk. Put the milk in there. Stir that stuff up. Let it sit for just a second. Throw your little pieces of sausages or gravy or bacon or your pepper or whatever kind of peppercorn you're going to put in there. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Put that on the table and voila.
Yeah.
You guys, I've got to go to bed.
Good night there, friend. It was
We're
fun.
talking food. I'm going to be laying in bed going, we need biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and
Bacon
gravy.
and ham. And
Biscuits and gravy. Biscuits
I'm gonna
and
gain
gravy,
weight
oh
in my
my.
sleep tonight.
Biscuits and gravy, oh my.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with us via phone. And appreciate that. And I'm sure everybody else enjoyed it too. As you can see in the chat.
Stream,
Yeah.
I'm gonna impart some Christmas wisdom on you guys. This time of the season is hard for a lot of people. And if you notice people in chat, you notice people that are normally in a chat that all of a sudden aren't there anymore, reach out to them. This can be a very difficult time for some people, financially as well as family not coming around or things of that nature.
Yeah.
If you notice the people are coming in, they come into your stream or they seem sad or maybe they just don't see him for 5 or 6 streams, reach out to them, get a hold of them, talk to different people who may be able to get a hold of them, and make sure that they know that they are loved, that they're appreciated. Remind them what the real reason for the season is, and just pour and show grace to them. A lot of people just don't do well this time of year. So remember who you are. Remember the gifts that we've been given in friendship, courteous, kindness, and grace, and pass those on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Love you guys. Take care.
Love you too.
Night,
Bye-bye.
Frosty.
Ciao.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun having Frosty in there.
Scrap Metal says spiked eggnog.
Goodness. Yeah, I'll spike mine with what? Nothing.
Eggs,
Yeah.
milk.
Yes. Just had some. Oh my. That was another thing I forgot at the grocery store when we were out. Oh.
eggs and taters.
Yeah, that's eggnog too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. We had some nasty weather. It was supposed to be maybe upper 30s today. And it didn't get out of the low 20s. And the wind was howling. I go, oh my goodness. I wanted to go do a little more shopping. Didn't get it. One cat full? Oh, okay. That kind. Gotcha. Oh. Did we leave anybody awake yet? We still got 10 people in here, but we probably have several that are some of our friends that don't come into the chat, right? Rice something eggnog called Quito. Strong will knock you on your butt. Don't want none of that kind. Right.
Jack and I still trying to wake wind up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's out now.
Yeah.
It's way past her bedtime. She lives further east than we do.
Mm-hmm.
Kokito. Utah. Utah. Toe. Ta. T. Two. Where are you? Yeah. So guys, if you want to hang out for a little longer, we can do that.
I'm gonna hang out.
Oh, Toween. Okay. Coquito. Does that sound close enough? Then penny roll hunting while listening. One nickel found a 46. Ooh, okay.
Year before I'm born.
Cool. Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what, I have been gifted with so many bottles of maple syrup. Man, I'll tell you, whoo-wee. I'm happy.
I'm gonna say good night, y'all.
Got one from Canada and one from New York State. Both considered to be the bombs. Now, if we just had somebody that lived up there in New Hampshire or somewhere like that, or some of the other places,
or not Mount Vernon, Vermont.
Yeah.
All those states up in there.
Well, they say the colder the weather, the better the maple syrup.
Yep.
Amy says, "Good night, Nancy.
Night,
See you
Amy.
tomorrow."
Love you,
Now, don't forget tomorrow night we're going to have something sort of the same situation, where hopefully not so many people up there yakking.
Night, Jack.
You know how it rolls.
Night, battle.
They can turn an hour thing into a 3-hour show. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Thank you. So,
Night, Craig.
yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be on Silver Heist, not on Stacking Surfer, and we've already gotten the box, and we're hoping that the one we picked, well, a pick of a box. I'll put it that way. We got a pick of a box. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be an ounce of silver, or it could be a gram of gold. We don't know what's going to be in there.
Night, Craig. Good
Or
night,
maybe even better. So, yeah, we will be there however long it takes, but I'll be over here too. I got to go check and make sure what time it is, but I'm either going to set this one for 10 to 11 or 10 or 11. I don't know what time, but we will come in, and if somebody comes in here at around 10 o'clock and, we will, I'll try my best to respond to you guys while I'm on the other one, and keep you updated as to what's going on. And if you want to know any more, go over to Silver Heist and See if you can dig up any information, because there may still be some boxes to buy. So whatever
Oh, that
number they're
thing's
going to have,
still hot.
I think they said something like 30,
Oh, that's why it was still on.
30, 30 boxes, I think is what the number was. Might have had more, I don't know. I'll see you when I see you, Amy. And thank you. If you're interested in something, Amy, you can let me know. Do you know that we can that I can get on StreamYard and do a closed in meeting on StreamYard? Thank you, Jonathan, and wish you a Merry Christmas too, bro. And we will be here. I believe we'll be here on Christmas night, Christmas Eve, Christmas night.
Whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
Same
So-
to you, Jonathan. Merry Christmas, son.
All right. Good night, Amy.
Good night, Amy. Love you, honey.
So anytime we would want to chat with someone, Nancy and I would chat with someone where it wouldn't be here, and we don't have to see each other's faces, of course. I do Zoom calls with a lot of people. I never see them. I just know that I see their name in the chat, and yeah, there's ways people can do Zoom calls or use StreamYard to do that. Lots of different ways without having to talk to somebody with other people listening.
I'm
Anyways.
going to bed and then take my
Good night, folks. We love you. We're going to keep
Love
praying for
y'all.
you. Did the rest of the folks go to Sleepy Pie too? I still see 10 people in there. Ooh. Good night, folks. We're out of here. See you tomorrow night. Probably around 10. I'll let you know tomorrow before it's up. Okay. Time's up. Time. So, yeah. Rock 'em us.